Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Galaxy. I'm your host, Sega Girl NB, and in the last episode, we finished off a good majority of the stuff over in the Toy Time Galaxy. Obviously, the Prankster comment hasn't been activated yet, so I think we're going to do a few side activities, quote-unquote, just so that way we can get the star to activate. So I think I'm going to go over to the Bonefin Galaxy first. This mission is actually really cool. If I remember correctly, Kingfin's Fearsome Waters. This is basically like quote-unquote like a boss, so to speak. But yeah, I remember really digging this one a lot as a kid. And you're going to find out why, because it's such a cool looking boss. So if we head on up this way over to the little... I've never actually like looked inside the Toad spaceship. Oh, that's so cute. It's so tiny. I love the little mushroom-shaped spaceships. They're so cute. Anyways, if we head on down into the water over here. Uh-oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Ooh, gotta get that Jaws. Now look at that. Oh, that is so cool. It's a giant shark, literally in the shape of like an undead skeleton kind of a thing. Oh, that is so neat. So what we want to do is we want to throw shells at him, and he's not going to like that. So then he'll summon like these tiny little... Okay, I just have to say this right now. This reminds me so much of the freaking robotic shark from James and the Giant Peach, especially with like the two little shark-shaped torpedoes. That movie was terrifying for me as a kid, but I liked movies like that, you know? Like kids' movies that didn't really treat me like I was dumb. Like they weren't afraid to be like a little bit scary. It's like one of my favorite... That's like one of my favorite Disney movies ever. So I'm gonna go ahead and use... Oh boy. Okay, get out of between those two. We need to try and find like at least another red shell of some sort. We have a green, so I mean that's not too bad. We're gonna have to be... Speak of the devil, we need this one right here. And then... Did that work? Yes, it did, because he is mad. Okay. Sending out a bunch of torpedoes after us now. Swim for your life, Mario! Get yourself a sixth life. There we go. So that way we're not pissing off this shark any more than he already is. I think you pissed it off. That was from The Blob, the remake of The Blob in the 80s. That's a really good movie, by the way. It's like one of my favorite like horror movie remakes. Again, I love like scary movies and stuff like that, so I can talk about horror movies like all the time. Come on! Oh, nice! We just need one more. But first, I need to get some air. There we go. Oh, we got more than enough air. And we got a coin in that. We got an air bubble with a coin. Alright, and that should do it for Kingfin. Boom! Love the way that he just, like, explodes. Again, very similar to James of the Giant Peach right there. That never made any sense to me, like, as a kid, either. It's like, oh, there just happens to be a robotic shark in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. But, you know... I mean, you don't question those things as a kid, but, I mean, that was even then, I was just like, wait, why is there a robotic shark? Because in the book, it was like a whole bunch of them that were, like, regular sharks that were, like, eating at the underside of the peach. If I remember correctly, but... yeah, they just changed it up drastically for the movie. But I think that was very much like a Henry Selick kind of a thing. Alright, here we go. the fast foe comment. So literally all this mission is that it's basically just a faster version of the secret mission that we found when we did Mario Meets Mario. Only this time, yeah, fast foes of Toy Time. So once again, we're having to navigate around some fast-moving block people, so to speak. So I don't remember this one being terribly hard or anything like that. I can definitely say for a fact right now that I think this is actually easier than the one in the Beach Bowl Galaxy. Because at least with this one, you have the opportunity to, you know, long jump safely. But first things first, since we know that there's one on top, we need to get the one on the bottom. So then wait for this one. Wait. Move. Okay. And then we need to head on over this way. Whoop. There we go. Neato, neato. Alright, so we've gone ahead and gotten those 3, so now we just need to... I'm just gonna... Whoa, man! I didn't think I was gonna make that. Head on over to the central pillar over here. And now we can go ahead and take these on successfully. Move forward. Honestly, the best strategy that I can even really remotely give for a good chunk of these is just keep moving. Gonna move on over this way. Where are you? Oh, okay, it's on the opposite side. Then I'm gonna spin right there. Right, last one is up this way. And there we have it. I think everything except for the... Yeah, everything stops except for those thwomps on the other side, so that's all there is to it. It's a very, very safe method of execution. So, like I said, nowhere near as hard. Because at least we didn't die compared to the one in the Beach Bowl Galaxy. So, nothing terrible, nothing too bad. Oh, boy. So, now that we've gone ahead and gotten all that finished, I'm actually going to head on outside first, because I want to go ahead and feed this hungry Luma. So, where are you? You are... Yeah, you're up a little bit further. This is the engine room. Wee wee! So, heading on up this way. Hey, you, got any tasty star bits? How many do you need? I need 1,000! Okay, 1,000. So that's gonna take our total count all the way back down to 2082. Not exactly 2077, which is 5 years ahead of that, and then it would have been the year that Cyberpunk takes place. I've had thoughts about like whether or not I should actually do this game, do that game. There are like so many games that I'm honestly considering, for doing for this channel, because there's like a ton of stuff that I've been playing lately. Kirby's Return to Dream Jam Deluxe, I've been playing that. Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, I've been playing that. Theater Rhythm, Final Bar Line. You know, I just finished up the series quests and stuff like that for that. So, you know, I don't know if I'm going to do that one or not, but, you know, that's one thing. But I do have another Let's Play already picked and in the works right now. So that's one thing I am really looking forward to doing. It's probably not going to be for like a couple weeks, but I've just started practicing on the game because I wanted to make sure that everything, all of the tech and whatnot was working before, you know, anything else ended up happening. Just to make sure that, you know, we were good to go on it. But the good thing about it is that all my tech issues got sorted out, so I can definitely say for a fact that it is now officially happening. But pretty soon, Mario Galaxy is going to be coming up on the end over here. I can't believe that we're finally coming up on the end of this game. It seems literally just like a couple months ago when I just I finally took a chance on doing this channel, and then I decided that I was gonna go ahead and I was gonna do this game. But you know, needless to say, it's just kind of come and gone way quicker than I honestly could have imagined it. And that's crazy to me, because this was a game that I struggled to Let's Play for the longest time. So the fact that it's finally happening in any sort of capacity is, you know, that's crazy to me. But I'm insanely grateful, you know, for the opportunity to be able to do this for you guys. But unfortunately, yeah, we are gonna have to do other Let's Plays. We're eventually going to have to move on, and we're going to have to see, you know, what it is that sticks and what doesn't. You know, it just depends. But the good thing is, I am practicing on the next game. I'm not going to announce what that game is here. That will have a formal announcement. So that way, well, not really a formal announcement. It's more or less just going to be kind of a surprise. Because I like to kind of keep it as a surprise, so to speak, just to make things interesting, so to speak. But the one thing I will say is that it's going to be up just in time for Easter, so I am working on it as we speak. I'm practicing the game and making sure that, you know, I get good enough at it, so that way I'm not making a total fool of myself. The only other thing I am going to make mention of, though, is that it is a Sega game. You know, naturally, because I have Sega in the name of my username, I do like Sega games, and we are going to be playing, you know, a Sega game for the first time on the channel. That was originally going to be my intention, was to play a Sega game on the channel as my first Let's Play, but that ended up falling through because I was still, you know, like in trying to figure out what I was going to do with I was still trying to figure out the technical hiccups and headaches that was audio mixing. So thanks to my headset, I didn't really know exactly what the sweet spot was and what I thought was appropriate enough. So go ahead and take care of this. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. But I will revisit that game that I tried Let's Playing before, and I'll do it again, like, sometime in the future, but I don't know exactly when that's going to be. Maybe, like, probably at the end of the year, because it kind of gives me, like, Christmassy sort of vibes to it, so I probably might do it, you know, sometime near the holiday season, just because I feel like it's appropriate enough. But who knows? So anyways, for this particular Grand Star, it is kind of disappointing that they decided to reuse a previous boss. If I give up any more Grand Stars, my dad's gonna get mad. So this calls for my ultimate weapon. Give him some heat, King Kaliente. So his ultimate weapon was just reusing a boss from a previous galaxy. That is kind of disappointing, but I mean, you know. Thing is that this version of King Kaliente is a little bit harder than the previous version. Obviously, because of the terrain, you have all of these sinking platforms that you can't spend too much time on, because otherwise they're going to go back into the lava. And then you also have these blue flame little things. Those can't actually be extinguished, so you just kind of have to wait for them to disappear. Go ahead and center. Yeah, these Podoboos, the blue Podoboos, they can't actually be extinguished with a spin. So you have to be very, very careful about that, because I think that's game. Yeah. Yeah, because they can't, because they can definitely hit you, but once they hit you, I think that's when they disappear. So you have to be very careful with those. They're not like ordinary, like the ordinary, like fireball kind of enemies that we've met throughout the game. The other cool thing that I like about this too is that once you actually defeat King Kaliente and get the Grand Star, the platforms don't sink anymore, so you're safe to walk around these and just kind of explore, I guess. But here we go, the final Grand Star. Well, not really the final Grand Star, but the 6th Grand Star that we needed to power up our final dome in Rosalina's observatory. Oh man, I can't believe it. As my stepdad says, I can't believe it. So with this, what's the color of the orb going to be? Oh, it is very much a light blue, a sky blue, so to speak. But that's 6. So we have officially gotten our final dome. Oh, wow. That's crazy. 85 stars. We're almost there. I can't believe it. You've discovered a new galaxy. There are 4 new galaxies, plus the final one. Oh, man, I can't believe it. But before we go ahead and do that, let's go ahead and head on up this way. So I'm going to skip going over to the kitchen, but if we go up this way, engine room is right above us. Nice. One other thing that I love about the observatory, too, is that Rosalina's theme, which is the observatory theme, it gradually changes over time. When you first get to the... This is the gate. The gate to the starry sky. When you get to the observatory, like, in the beginning, there's not really a whole lot of instrumentation. It's only after you get more of the Grand Stars and restore more power to the observatory that you start hearing a full orchestra, kind of like how we do now. And I think that that's a wonderful touch. But if we head on over this way, this is our final dome, the garden. This doesn't have a boss or anything like that, but this is, I feel, where some of the hardest stars in the game are going to come from, is from this dome right here. And in the next episode, we're finally going to take them on. So I will see you guys then. Just take in all of this atmosphere for a split second. This is the sign that we're getting closer and closer to the end. So, you know, I'll see you then. Take care, everybody.